प्यारे सत्संग जी, प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय। So I request all the Hansas of this cosmos, Paramhansa of Nijdam and Satprajya of Nijdam, I bow my head before the Supreme Consciousness, Satpurush, for his benediction, love and grace. Today is 31st, 1st, 2021, and I am present before all of you on behalf of Satpurush Ji. It is he who has to give everything to you for your enlightenment and for your permanent liberation from this planet to his own lok, that is Amar Lok. So today is the topic of the day. The topic of the day is truth is truth. Truth is the topic of the day, and we have to proceed further under the jurisdiction of fourth lok Amar. So, fourth lok is his who can see through self. Who can see through self, that is concentrated surti. Consciousness, concentration, ignoring deafness, stone blind customs, what caste, creed, rituals, overgrown errors you behold are there only sufferance that is tolerated but not actually wanted. So everyone tolerated, but nobody likes suffering. So that is your tolerance. So what I want to convey here is anybody who wants to get permanent liberation from this planet to attain permanent nirvana, moksha, salvation, he has to let go deafness. In the sense, nobody is listening to true and real Sadguru of the time. It is deafness. Nobody is paying any attention towards one who is real on this planet, who is telling truth and only truth, nothing less, nothing more. And when nobody is listening to that very truth, that's why I say deafness. Stone blind customs, that is, your rituals have grown so old, rotten, that they have taken the shape of stone blind customs. They are dead, they are lying as stones, just like a Hindu family is there, Muslim family is there, Christian family is there, Isai families are there, all are there. Any newborn baby child is called Hindu if he is born in Hindu family, Muslim if he is born in Muslim family, Christian if he is born in Christian family. That means who has got the right to make him Hindu, Muslim, Christian, like this and that, or otherwise spiritual? So this all leads to stone blind customs. Then you have got your own rituals, your ceremonies, celebrations, as per your own caste, creed, and religion. No community. Communality is abolished. I say only those things should be enjoyed which are common among all. Why division? There should be no division, as there is no division in Amarlok. So when there is no division in Amarlok from where we have come on this planet, then why there is a division on this planet? There are different religious books for different religions. In Amarlok, there is no book at all. So where there is no book, no caste, creed, and religion, only pure Hansa and pure consciousness reside there. Nobody is big, nobody is small. Nobody is rich, nobody is poor. Everyone in the eyes of Satpurush is equal over there in Amarlok. This Venam is not talking you as old tales. I am talking to you the reality which I saw myself while visiting Amarlok unaccountable times. I have visited Amarlok so many times. There is a life because there are no elements over there. No clouds are there. No sun, moon, stars are there. But still everything is clearly visible. These three loks are also a segment of Amarlok. But in this there is a dark matter which separates Amarlok from these three loks, this cosmos. So that is why I say there are caste, creeds, religion. So when these things are there, there is hatred, there is jealousy, there is prejudice, there is cheating. So every sort of bad activities are prevailing on this planet. They need to be purified. They need to be let go so that truth, love, joy, and peace prevail. There should be no need of any army to face the consequences because this is a limited land. Though these three loks are very big, but so far as Amarlok is concerned, it is a speck, less than a speck even. So that is why I am here before you all who are deaf, dumb, without eyes, without surati. That is why you are vomiting words and words and words. Everyone is busy in satisfying others through words, informing through words. Nobody is making the use of Surti consciousness, which is the true language of all Hansa on this planet and in Amarlok. In Amarlok there is nobody, and you have to talk in Surti. I utilize that with Satpurush, with Paramahansas. They visited me in my upper ashram in Rehadi Colony. So, in Amarlok there is nobody. So even I went there as Hansa at par with all other Paramahansas of Amarlok. We had a top, but that was through Surti. Everything is done through Surti. So my message to all Hansas on this planet, that make maximum use of Surti and very less use of these words, that is the use of mind. Reduce the work of mind and move towards true and real spiritualism, that is Sriti. Try to attain your own shape, try to attain your true self, try to attain awareness. Be in the present. Let go past and future, because past and future is mind. Your thinking, your observing is all because of past. Your planning, your wishes, your desires leads towards future. So when you have to do maximum work on the planet, you have to remain in past and future. I say go on reducing it every day. So there is no use of giving sermons if you don't have practiced your own self in your own life. I am giving these sermons because whatsoever I say, I do follow. I talk very limited, which is needed. Give message after 3 or 4 days, limited to the mark, nothing more, nothing less. So I want that you should reduce every activity of mind to the greater extent on this planet. It will help you to attain permanent salvation. So whatsoever you say, do, practice it in your own life. Don't give sermons to others if you don't follow them himself. Only those things should be given to others which are being followed by you. So whatsoever I am saying to you are my own experiences, and I am following them with my true spirit, Surti consciousness. That is, truth is there in whatsoever I say. It is not without truth. So, your conscious, your sufferings are a bondage for you. You suffer a lot on this planet, whereas you don't want any sort of suffering. This is fact. Nobody wants suffering, but he has to face. So this leads us to our previous karmas. Karma philosophy, enunciated by Lord Krishna to a greater extent on this planet, it has a role to play on this planet. Don't be afraid of karmas, but vigilant. Have a contact with true and real Sadguru of the time, and that will solve your purpose. If you are within yourself in the present moment, see it to be a lie, and you have already dealt its mortal blow in awareness without taking it to past and future. You have to face problems and problems while living in the present, because our very childhood was there to take us into past and future. So when we come in contact true and real Sadguru, he says, Move only when you are in the present moment. Do only when you are in the present moment. Act only when you are in the present moment. So who is it possible to let go past and future? Only one thing, alive holy name, will help you a lot in reducing these thoughts and wishes. Go on doing work as per your routine, but keep this alive holy name well within you. The face of Satguru before you. Out of the two, pick up one. It will solve the purpose. It will be a slow but continuous process. Otherwise, this soul will appear to you as sun, emptiness, as Buddha said. With these eyes, you can't see Surti and Nirti, Hansa, soul. You have to attain consciousness. You have to be a Surti. Then and then you can see. I have seen myself. How small it is. 1,000 times smaller than the tip of the needle. Even if you dig your earth up to 40-meter deep, you will find life. Microscopic life will be there. They extract oxygen from the earth particles. So my saying to you is, if Buddha said it is sun, soul is sun, he was right because he couldn't get that eye with which he could see his own self. You have to get that eye from true and real Sadguru of the time, otherwise you can't. Then you will say, it is sun, it is complete empty, it is darkness, just as this dark element is prevailing. You won't be able to see anything while penetrating with a word or without a word of this calmer engine. Only true and real, alive holy name from true and real Sadguru of the time will solve the purpose. So love, joy, honesty and awareness can surmount any situation, defeat any adversity, repulse any oppressive force, just as light dispels darkness, how thick it is. So we have to dispel this darkness first from ourselves. Then and then we can see our own true self. You will not only see, you will move with it. You will interact with other Paramahansas in Amarlok. And then you will come to know how focused you are, how expansive you are. You can expand to infinite limit of cosmos. You can concentrate to a point like a pin spot and even smaller than that. It is so concentrated and so expansive. It has the power to expand, it has the power to contract. So when you have to move outside, you have to expand. When you have to come within, you have to contract. So this is the quality of the soul of all Hansa on this planet. And you must realize this all. Unless and until you get this alive holy name from true and real Satguru, you can't get enlightened. You can't be in the present. You can't call yourself Surti, consciousness, concentration, because this black matter doesn't provide any chance to see your own self. And everybody, those who left and those who are present and those who will come, all are busy worshipping this God who is mind himself. He too is performing his duty. You also perform your duty. Don't criticize anybody. Perform your duty. He is performing his, you perform your own. And you are aware of as the sun rises, it removes the darkness of night and fear of living. Two things. Darkness and fear of living. In the darkness, we have fear. And in bright sunlight, we become fearless. So develop this light within and become fearless. And everything will eliminate. This darkness won't do anything. It can't hide when you are illuminated, when you are concentrated, when you get the knowledge of self, when you attain yourself as a true Surati, all blindness within and outside will go away. So, become a sun. When you attain that qualities, become the destroyer of all fear in the form of birth and death. This fear too will go away because there will be no birth and death, no karma. The moment you will attain alive holy name, some people, they do come to know, but they say we have gone far ahead. No, we can't move. No, even at the time of last breath, you can come back. Last breath can solve the purpose. So, this birth and death, the cycle upheld by mind and Maya in this cosmos to keep Hansa in the bondage. This life and death cycle is purely meant for keeping Hansa in the bondage, to delude you, to put you in the problems, to make you busy in the problems, to make you busy in your good days and bad days, happiness and sadness, friendship and enmity. He is keeping you busy and you remain tossing among these thoughts and wishes. It is not possible to lead your life pertaining to be someone you are not. You are pretending. Whatsoever you do on the planet, you pretend a lot. You make a small thing into very big and big into very small. It is the nature of the mind to express anything in an elaborated way. You never consolidate, but you expand each and everything. So it is not possible to lead your life pretending to be someone you are not. You try to show what you are not. That is the real tragedy on this planet. You always, directly or indirectly, possess ego. That is not going to be abolished so easily. Day in and day out, it is with you. But when you try to live in alive holy name, it will slowly and steadily depart from you. When you won't pay attention towards these things, they will try to go away from you. So whatsoever I am giving to you, I am adapting, practicing in my own life. So it is because of this, a mercy of all the creatures come on the planet, and he is Sadguru. Sadguru is a mercy of all the creation. He is above caste, creed, and religion. He has attained vacuum of all these things. He is a messenger of the unknown, that is Satpurush on this planet. So Venom is messenger of Satpurush on this planet, who talks of love, joy, truth and peace. And you can attain this all when you submit yourself on the lotus feet of true and real Sadguru of the time. Do not speak of good, but achieve good by your good deeds. Sadguru is sent on the planet to elevate your soul, to concentrate your soul, to let you free of thoughts, wishes, and desires, which are always there to put you under problem and problem. So, joy, love, truth has a unique way of making their existence possible to be felt by others. You must possess a little bit of it first and then move in the masses. They will see well within you. They are wise enough because they possess mind. First of all, they will try to observe you through their mind. And as a matter of fact, the person who actually gets deceived is one's own self. You are deceiving yourself. Nobody else is deceiving you. Because you try to become over clever and you get deceived. Over clever because of ego. So your ego is there to deceive you. Nobody else is going to deceive you but your ego, your mind, your wishes and desires. He tries to use you and you try to use him. One day you succeed in deceiving him, and other day he succeeds in deceiving you. So everyone on this planet is playing a game of hide and seek. So the moment you will attain a little bit of truth, love and joy, you will stop this game of hide and seek. You will remain in the light and spread light. That is the objective of life. Be in light, spread light. You may suffer in the beginning, as I suffered a lot, but a day comes when the whole clouds will be shattered. Their existence will be no more in the sky. At that very moment, you will realize the progress of your doing, the progress of your labor, the progress of your good intention. So, pretension is acceptance of defeat. When you try to pretend something for some action, for something, is a defeat or releasing one's defeat or can't muster courage to face the truth and make pretensions to befool others and to keep them in the dark that is away from reality. What we do in our life? Pretensions. We make excuses when we don't do as per directed. We come prepared with pretensions to defeat the cause, whereas it is your own defeat. Because when the curtain will be over, the reality will be before everybody, so that pretension will be exposed thoroughly. So, what for pretensions? Speak the truth. If you can do that work, do. If you can't do, sit. Okay, please, it is not within my jurisdiction. I can't do it. You approach to somebody else or you can guide. Please go and tell. But even in that, don't pretend. Pretension is acceptance of defeat. This is the act of mind. Or realizing one's defeat. Then you will realize. Or you can't muster courage to face the truth and make pretensions to befool others. You have not the courage to face the truth. So you make pretensions. You try to run away from the reality. But one can't dispel the darkness when there is a dark. First become light and then dispel the darkness. Otherwise, simply by saying, you can't dispel the darkness. Then reality will not be overshadowed by the darkness. And for how long? Your pretension will be for how long? Truth does appear at the end, and you try to save himself as a coward liar. You become coward then. You run here and there. You try to move away from that very person, from that very area, from that very region. Because pretension at the end leads you in trouble. Make your existence insignificant before others. So, don't try to save himself or others as a coward liar. Don't become helpless, dejected, rejected, and isolated. You lose the sight of your goal or destination. If you start with pretension, your own motive, your own goal, your own achievements will be shattered. You will ruin your own career, your own life, and at the same time, the career and life of your own kids and family. They too will suffer because of your pretensions. So don't pretend. This is very dangerous. Even after getting this alive holy name, you are very expert in this very field, pretensions. It is nothing but an illusion. It is your wrong notion of false ego. This is a false ego. It is going to take you into a ditch. This is exhibitionism to show others that as I am this and this, but that is exposed and you become a target of that society, that person, and you are considered as empty core, empty center. So this is the most dangerous thing, and you must avoid pretensions to a greater extent. This is most cunning way of mind to deal on this planet. There is no shame in not being able to do anything. Accept it at the very outset. It is not within my jurisdiction. I can't do this. I am not capable of this. I don't have time for this. Talk freely. He'll be angry for the time being, but at the end he will realize, he will come to know that you were not incapable of doing this. So, give the information at the very outset. But it is disgraceful to pretend ahead and deceive innocent persons. Pretend, cheat, and deceive innocent persons. Don't do it like this. Don't pretend, cheat, and deceive innocent pupils. Because if they will hurl any signal from the core of their Shruti, you will never be in a position to face that very concentrated Shruti's word towards you. It will not appear in words, it will appear well within you in Shruti, and it will spoil your whole career on this planet. You will never make yourself a person of truth, love, and joy. That mistake will remain lurking well within you throughout your life, and it will act as a poison for you. Try to be good. You can you can fool some of the people all the time. Those very innocent, you go on fooling them, and you enjoy out of that. You get benefit out of that. So you can befool some of the people all of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. You can befool some all of the time, but not all of the time. So this is a thing which you must keep within yourself. So all religious persons, books have always told us to speak the truth. They do say, speak the truth, practice righteousness, do right actions on this planet. We must be in search of true and real Sadguru, who acts as a sun to enlighten you and make you free of inner darkness. So you create outer darkness because there is darkness and darkness within you, and you go on cheating some of the people all the times. But you can't apply the same to others, to all human beings. At that very moment, you get exposed thoroughly. So, do search true and real Sadguru of the time to dispel of your darkness. This is a darkness within, dispel of it. So, pretension is escapism. That means you want to shun off in a very bold way. You want not to do it, but through pretension. That prevents us from facing life's challenges. So, this will prevent you from facing life's challenges. You will not be in a position to face the challenges of the society, which is very large, which has no end. So, your pretension will come before you to cheat you. So, at the very outset, I said, nobody cheats others, he cheats himself. Nobody make others to suffer, he suffer himself. The final blow of the rod strikes on your head, though it is invisible. Visible has little impact, but is invisible stick has very great impact on your head. And at that very moment, you will not be in a position to face challenges of life. Simple act of acknowledging facts as they are is the way forward. Must acknowledge your weakness, must acknowledge your fault. That is the way of life, and this will make you more happy within and will help you to move towards truth and reality. Otherwise, simply by befooling others, you are befooling yourself. Then nobody will trust on you. Nobody will have faith in you. Nobody will give any sort of advice to you. They will try to run away from you, and you will get isolated from the society. So that is why I am in search of a true and real sadhak, in love with himself and all hansas on this planet. I have my sadhaks are having these qualities. All those have joined me. I want to search more. I want more and more true and real sadhaks on this planet, and have developed faith and true love for true and real Satguru and sadhaks of the time. First of all, they should try to love my sadhaks, have contacts with them, come to know whether they are cheaters or not, whether they are helpers or not, whether they are spiritually elevated or not. Do judge them, and then come to me, and you will find that they are up to the mark. Because their Sadguru takes a lot of examination of them. He tests them threadbarely, and then he makes them to move in the society. So my sadhaks are elevated souls. Contact them, have full knowledge from them regarding my blessings regarding my alive holy name with them. How happy they are, how happy their family members are, how helpful they are for the society and all Hansa on this planet. Then a person who comes to me, he should be free from baser elements and pure in thoughts and actions. To a greater extent within your limits. You must be pure in love without application of mind and maya regarding senses, sense organs, and cloth of 6 bodies. You are having 6 bodies, they are acting as cloth around your true self, Hansa. We all possess 6 bodies. Sthul, Suksham, Turiya, Turyatit, Gyande and Vigyande. These are 6 cloths around your soul. Be vigilant about them. You have to be very careful of your own self, that is Surati, of these 6 bodies all around you, your mind, your senses, all these are there to delude you, to put you in dilemma. So, this all is needed to be knocked out by true and real Satguru, who is there on this planet to get your soul elevated, to make you to realize your own responsibility and how to be friendly with mind and maya and let them go in a friendly way. Don't be aggressive with anybody, because everybody is performing his duty and you are, on the contrary, fooling your own self. I am speaking, but listen to me. To whom I am speaking on this planet, in this cosmos? To none. I am speaking to none. I am speaking in isolation. Pick up, if you can. Just as God is also speaking in isolation through mind. Pick up to you. Satpurush is speaking from your surti. Pick up if you can. It all depends upon you to pick up or not to pick up. So, none, as nobody is found to be free from the impact of mind and maya on this planet. So you can listen to me only when you will be free from the impact of mind and maya. So you are wearing these so many cloths all around you. My Sruti tries to penetrate through all this, but you are not ready to listen. So what I can do? So nobody wants to listen about Satpurush as their real father and to identify him as per his qualities, being his true and real segments. You are not going to listen to me, so you are not going to come to know about Supreme Consciousness. And when you are not ready to listen to the Supreme Consciousness, you can't come to know about His qualities. When you are not in a position to know about His qualities, how can you refine your own surati? Whereas you are His true and real segment. We are the segments of Supreme Consciousness. And you can have the knowledge from true and real Sadguru. If somebody comes from America to Jammu and somebody comes to know that he knows my son who is also there in America, they will rush to his home to get inquiry about their own son's whereabouts, about his son's well-being. So they will ask so many questions to him regarding their son who is living in America at present. Though he is fully in touch, but even then they want to know more about their son through other student, through other friend of his. So you are not ready to listen anything regarding Satpurush, Paramahansas of Amarlok, and even about myself, because you don't find any relation between me and your other brothers and sisters or sons. So this is the tragedy of the time on this planet. So majority mostly say that we are satisfied with our way of worship, our Guru, Babaji, God, Goddesses. They say, what for we should listen to you? We are satisfied with what we are getting from our true and real Gurus, Babajis. What for we should listen to? We have one, we are satisfied with the one. No problem. That's your own thinking. Nobody is going to say you are in the wrong. You will come to know when you will depart from this body to the next body. The things will be before you. So in this way, Jiva is himself responsible for his sorrows, sufferings, and finally doom in this cosmos. Death and destruction is doomsday. So you will find yourself and you are digging a well yourself for your own self to fall into that very ditch and well. Nobody else is digging a ditch or well for you. You yourself is digging, and one day you will fall into it. Without true and real Sadguru of the time, one has to face why. Satpurush doesn't send more than one Satguru on this planet to liberate the souls from the clutches of mind and Maya. Some people do say, why one? Why not? There are so many. There too will be. No. He sends one because he wants limited one to be liberated and let the others to live, because mind has to see where his unit mind will go now when he will be liberated from this planet, because this unit mind is there in each and every life segment on this planet. And when anybody gets liberated from mind and Maya, where this unit mind will go? So he has to adjust him, and that adjustment becomes very difficult for him because the whole situation is saturated. The whole cosmos is saturated. So that's why mind doesn't want that anybody should go back to his real abode, home. He wants to keep them entangled in bondage, in prison, with chains and chains which are not visible to you with these naked eyes. That is why Buddha said that soul, Suruti, if you say anything, it is son, it is nothing. He didn't pay any whereas soul is everything. This mind is nothing. This Maya is nothing. And he couldn't elaborate on this. This is the tragedy of the time. So, Pyari Satsang Ji, I would like to stop my lecture over here. And next time when I'll come, I'll continue this. This will go for 2 or 3 lectures more, because truth is not so easy to be put forth before you in a limited time. It will take time to make you realize what is truth, what is love, what is joy, and how peace can be attained on this planet. So, with these words, I want to say goodbye to all of you, to have a happy period on this planet. You may be anywhere, in any religion, in any thought, in any belief. सो प्यारी सत्संग जी, प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की।